Not in My Wildest Dreams, Memoirs of a Veteran FBI Agent. My name is Jim Sacia. About the author. I grew up one of 10 children on a 30-cow dairy farm north of LaCrosse, Wisconsin. I joined the Army following my graduation from Melrose High School in 1962. After a 3-year stint in the Army, with the Vietnam War heating up, I attended college at the University of Wisconsin in River Falls, where I also served as a police officer. I plan to return to active duty as a commissioned officer upon obtaining my degree. I graduated from U.S. Army Ranger School and obtained a commission while serving in the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Fate intervened when I learned that the FBI needed agents. With degree in hand, the FBI, not the Army, became my next step. As of this writing, in 2017, Jenny and I have been married 48 years. We have 3 grown sons and reside on our farm in Pecatonica, Illinois.
My name is Jason W. Hoyt, founder of Liberty Restoration Publishing, and it has been my distinct honor over the last several weeks to assist Jim Sacia in the recording of his audiobook, Memoirs of a Veteran FBI Agent, Not in My Wildest Dreams. In this unique version of the audiobook, exclusively available at jimsacia.com, we've included this bonus interview that Jim and I recorded in his office at the conclusion of our recording sessions. You'll notice I've edited out my questions and I've only included the audio of Jim's answers. In this interview, I asked him to talk about what led him to write his memoirs and what was his average day like as the only FBI agent representing the 4 northwest counties of Illinois. I also asked what were some of his favorite stories from the book. And as you listen to the audiobook, you'll notice he seemed to get very emotional during some of the stories. And in this interview, I asked him about that and what was it like to essentially reconnect with his experiences during the recordings. I hope you'll enjoy this bonus interview as much as I did recording it. And be sure to tell your family and friends about jimsacia.com. And now, Memoirs of a Veteran FBI Agent, Jim Sacia.
The biggest reason I wrote my book, Memoirs of a Veteran FBI Agent, It Was Not in My Wildest Dreams, was just that. Having had the privilege of spending 28 years as a special agent with the Federal Bureau of Investigation, I just found it to be an amazing, amazing career, and I felt that for posterity, more than anything, for my own family, years from now, for them to know what Grandpa Jim did during his lifetime. And the further I got into it, the more I realized, there are so many great stories and anecdotes and issues that occurred during those 28 years that I began thinking maybe other people would like to read about this. And it was an effort at arriving at a decision of how I was going to do this. What actually happened is I sat down one day and just started writing down different cases that had been very memorable to me, just an outline. And before I knew it, I had 20 or 30 different things, and as I would write one down, that would lead me to thinking of another one. Just by way of an example, I thought one day of the Joey Didier kidnapping, which happened back in 1975. And as I got into that one, then I thought of 2 other very significant kidnappings that I had been involved with. And that was kind of the catalyst. I would write out an outline, and then one at a time, I would sit down and write about that very incident as I remembered it. In some cases, I actually had old notes. In some cases, it was strictly a memory situation. There was never an effort at embellishment, but they're as I remembered them. And I am so glad that I did that initial outline because it made me realize that there were so many different situations that I wanted to put on paper. One of the things I noticed throughout my years as a
Sample complete. Ready to continue?